Hey everyone, I wanted to do another video here. I got a lot of feedback on the live trade that we took um, on Friday, I think it was, on the natural gas, and I've been getting more and more requests to kind of see more of the trades that we've been doing, which is fine, and I'm more than happy to show these trades as when we get them. Today we had a couple trades. One trade was an oil on a 377 tick chart, I believe. I'll take a look at that in a second. But I want to show you just this trade that I'm in right now, which is the euro. And it was a 15-minute trade, and we took this trade, again, just based on simple rules. Simple rules, discipline, all that good stuff. Took a short here based on that. We had our stops just above this high right here. So we entered right around here. We had stops above here, and we got the first target right in this zone right here, which is a 5618 area. And now you can see we've kind of driven and then popped up here, and now we're kind of retesting these levels. So if we can break through here, you can see we've broken through, but we haven't closed. So what I'd like to see is a close below there, and if we can close below there, then my expectation is we'll see a move down to the 127 extension, and then possibly the 1618, which essentially retest this level to the tick. So I'm looking to see what will happen over the next, I don't know, rest of the trading day. Really, there's not much time left in the day, to be honest with you. We got about a half an hour left or so, a little more, like 35 minutes. So at this point, what I've done is I'm looking at this high. So one of the things we talk about is just trailing stops or managing your trade based on structure. And by doing that, what that allows you to do is stay in trades longer. Now, granted, that does mean that you have to hold out and be more patient and give some profits back in the event that you get that this thing starts to rally. But the pro to that is when the markets do move for you and they actually really get going, you can be a part of that. One big problem that a lot of traders have is they don't know where to place stops, or they feel like they're just, a lot of their stop placement is purely based on emotion. It's just based on, this is how much I feel like winning, this is how much I feel like losing. And successful trading is not that. Successful trading is being able to tell me why you're taking this trade, why you're putting your stop here, and why you're taking profits. And it has to be based on logic. Has to be based on quantifiability, not based on the fact that, oh, well, I don't feel like losing $200, or I don't feel like losing $100, or I don't feel like giving back X amount of dollars. That's really not what it should be based on. It should be based on, this is where I got in, this is where I'm getting out, and I'm trailing my stop to these levels because I have found when this, and this happens, then I only get stopped out this percentage of the time, or whatever it may be. So you can see here that the highest high here is 36.88. So I've got my stop. Now, we were trading multiple contracts. I'm only holding on to one now as we go into the end of the day. And you can see I've got mine at 36.91. Now, I could get more aggressive. I could go to like something like maybe a, and this is something that I do every once in a while, is go to like a 5-minute chart and get an idea of that. So you can see by going to a 5-minute chart, I get a better concept of structure here of what's happened, and I could get more aggressive. So if I wanted to go like to 84, which isn't a bad place to go, I can do that, right? And then if you wanted to go like to a 2-minute, now obviously as you wind down and get smaller and smaller in the time frames, what's happening is you're getting more and more aggressive based on the bigger chart that you're in. So again, someone could elect to say, oh, I'm going to go to a 2-minute chart here, right? And then look at this structure high and say, well, I'll go above this high and use like a 77 or 78. Now, granted, that will keep you and lock in more profit, but that also puts you at risk of getting stopped out quicker. Okay? So just something to kind of point out there and show you, trade your plan, follow the rules, be disciplined. Here's the short that we're in. I'm looking for a move to the 127 extension, which is 36.55. Now, I want to check one more thing, and I want to see where the one-to-one symmetry is. So if I go copy, right, I just drew that line, and I'm going to paste that line. So I've duplicated that line. And you can see that one-to-one symmetry is going to press us down into here. So if we get to the 27 and actually break it, there's a good chance we get to this point right here. So I'm not sure what's going to happen. There's about 34 minutes left in the cash session, and then a little bit longer left in the future session. We'll see what happens here. I trailed my stop based on a 5 minute, so we'll see how much that works. But one of the things is I don't like to hold overnight trades on 15-minute. So hope that helps. I hope you guys understand that. And again, trade your rules, follow your plan, and be disciplined. All right, hope that helps, and we'll see you guys at the next video update.